Okay, I know you're wondering, why have I got hole puncher and glue on my stitching channel? I'm going to show you. We're working on this one. This is as far as I've got. I haven't really done anything else. And what I want to do is incorporate some of this colour in. And I think I'm just going to keep it like as a theme going through. It's roughly the same colour. It's like a goldy colour. And what I want to do as well is make an interactive piece for this block today. And I've chosen these two bits of fabric. And we're going to make something interactive. I've had a go and it didn't go very well. I may show you that blooper. But it's not very exciting. So, where's my little bit? I've got a bit of scrap card. And I'm going to cut a couple of circles out. Don't worry, you're not going to have to watch the whole thing. And I've got a little Australian dollar. And a bottle cap. Any size you like, doesn't matter. So I tried to glue it and then stitch my fabric on, and I tried to stitch it underneath and it didn't work because it was very bulky. So now we're going to glue it and cut around and then stitch it, hopefully. We will see if I can make it work this time, or it's going to be third time lucky. Oops. Okay, let's get rid of those. So all I'm going to do is pop this down onto here. I think. Oh, whether this will work this time, I'm not sure. I'm just going to pop some glue in the middle. Oops. Doesn't really matter which way up we do it. I'm not going on the edge because when I stitch it, I don't want the scissors to be there. If you see, I don't want my needle to go through. Oh, God. I'm going to give up in a minute in this video. Right. So I've only glued in the middle because when I'm stitching, I don't want the glue to, damage my needle. So I'm just going to cut around the edge. Now, I don't know if this is going to look nice. I can't think of another way to do it at the moment. I may have a brainstorm in a minute and remember and think of something. Maybe I could do another piece on the other side. But that's what I'm thinking. That's not going to work. Right, so let me try and stitch. I'll do the other one in a minute. Let's see if one works first. And I'm going to stitch around the edge. And I'm going to do like a blanket stitch, because I quite like them for edges. So to start off your blanket stitch, do one stitch like this. And then you can start. I've got quite a long thread there. I don't really need that much. Oh, look, I've done the little crossover thing. Every time I think I've got that one sussed. It doesn't work. So, quick blanket stitch around the edge. Then I'm going to do this on both of my circles. And I'm hoping that that is going to make a, a nice edge. Might be a bit wonky, but it'll be a nice little edge. So I have got a bit of a sore throat. I've had swollen glands and a cold this week. It's not been fun. And I'm still a bit croaky. Always seems to get in my throat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this and give my voice a rest. and then I'll come back and we'll do the next bit together. Okay. Okay, I've finished them. So, wonky, but fine by me. And I've just got to decide where to put them. I know. So I'm toying around with sort of placement, because obviously I want these to be the turning cogs. But I've sort of got a hole here already, so I'm thinking this one could go up there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to plunge in, because why not? And I'm going to put a big hole in the middle of this one. And because I know this phrase, now I'm just going to eyeball it. You can measure it if you want. It may not be dead centre. Probably won't. Let's just cut that out. I am going to put one of these in. Whatever they're called. Grommets, eyelets. I think grommets are like leather, so I don't think it's that. And I'm going to pop that. Hopefully I've got it on the right settings. I can't remember. And squeeze that. Oh, that worked well. And then all I'm going to do is find that hole and that hole. And I'm going to put this through the centre, like that. Now, I could use that one, and I've got this one as well. Ooh, I don't know. I might get another one of these out. This is quite cute. Because I don't need to worry about bulk. And then that will turn round. Oh, okay. Now, this one, I'm not sure whether to put it out here, whether it should go down here. I think it's a bit clustered. I may do some more yet. I could put it down here. I might just put it like that, I think. Hopefully I've got enough room to do this, otherwise I'll have to get the big one out. But we'll go for it. Obviously very organised and very technical. If you haven't got one of these hole punch, you can just poke a hole with an awl or a, raid the garage. See if your other half has got anything sharp that you can poke through. But these are really good. I use this all the time. I'm just going to give that another press. Oh. And then we're going to see if this works. I've got to make a hole in this now. And of course, this won't reach. I could get out the big one, the daddy one. But I think I'm going to show you that you can do it, even if you haven't got one of them. So you just poke a hole. This is just a brad, awl. And I'm going to see if this works. I don't know if it's going to be long enough. Find the little hole I made. There it is. And then back like that. And then these will turn. There is my interactive bit for this. But I really want to do some more. I think I'll be working on this one for like a little while. I want to do some more embellishments. So I think I now need to connect these up. So I'm thinking of like maybe some sticks, some little straight stitches coming out of here like this, or maybe varying lengths like that would be quite. Oh, hang on, let's go. I'm going to go round. And I'm using all 6 strands of my embroidery cotton because I want nice big thick chunky lines. I'm just going to go round. So I do hope if you can find some of these embroidery squares that you can join in, because you just concentrate on one square at a time. And I think this one is going to end up being quite cool. I'm loving it. Because it's just free flow and I'm just stitching for the fun. Come on, up and come. I've got no plan. I did think of that, doing those last night when I couldn't sleep because my throat was sore. So I was sort of lying awake thinking, oh, shall I get up and have another cup of tea? Because, you know, tea cures all. I'd had a very, very busy day at work. We've got COVID going through our place, and I was hoping I wouldn't get it, but I was on my own for the afternoon on reception, and it was very busy and quite stressful. So I was quite glad to get home last night, but I think that's why I sort of got a bit run down again. But, you know, we keep going, don't we? I'm going to do a really long one and tuck it under there. See if that will join them together a bit. Let me move that out the way. I'm hoping I'm in frame. I've done this before. I've moved up and up. I've moved my camera around so I don't need to stretch across my table, and I keep forgetting I don't have to stretch across my table. And I'm just going to do bits like this on here. I mean, I may take that back off and do some more stitching on it. I think this one's fine. I think there's enough on that one. And let's join these up like that. Try and keep it straight, just because. Let's have a look and see what that looks like. Huh. That'd be quite cool on the front, wouldn't it? That's not going anywhere. What do you think? I quite like that. I've got to think of something different for this one. And I might do a different colour. I need some blue. I'll dig into my little... Now that's only a little bit of it. And it's tangled up with some purple. Have I got anything else in there? No. Oh, come on. I'll just cut that off. Put it in the scrap. Now that is way too thin to do anything, I think. Or I could put them together. I'd have 3. Well, let's do something delicate. So, what should we do here? Do you know what? I think I will just go round with little straight stitches. Should we go this way? I might, if I can go round and round. It would look like it's spinning. Of course it will. Just let your imagination take over. I've got different colours here. And I'm just picking up a colour and stitching. Obviously trying to keep the same distance away from my circle. I don't want you to be all tangled up. Thank you. That's lovely. I've lost it now. Look, I've got like 2 separate bits now. We are going to have to come back and get them back together, because that's not working, is it? One must be shorter than the others. Yeah, there it is, look. Right, let's just chop them the same length and thread again. These things happen. Just rethread and move on. And round we go. Just relax and stitch. Don't worry about the end result. Just enjoy what you're doing. I'm just going to do one stitch at a time, I think. Just have a look at it. See what you think you might like to do. And do it. Practice your stitches. Can use all one stitch. Oh, that's tough bit. There we go. And I think what I'll do is I'll try and find some more blue and go round again. Or I could weave. I did a bit of weaving in the Sally book on the cover. That was fun. Because I can't really can't see that very well. Right, let's thread again. 3 times. 3 times. I've only gone round in a circle. Just to finish it. Right, then we go down and finish it off. That weren't a bad circle. Not bad. Okay. Put that away before I stab myself. I like it. I do need some darker blue. That's what I think I need. Look at this blue. Should we use this? I've got loads of this stuff. I've got a big bag full. I keep using up all the old bits. And this obviously now needs to be threaded onto a spool because I can't even see the end. They just get all messed up, don't they? Come on, where's the end? Anybody see the... There it is. I found it. I found the end. Okay, I'm going to put that over there a minute. I will thread it onto a... onto a proper, like, spool. I'm going to use this chunky one because I'm going to use all of the threads. There we go. Let's tie a knot. Now what should we do? I think what I might do, I do think I'd quite like to do some weaving again. I do like doing that. Can't remember what they call it now. Slip? No. It's just like weaving. And you just sort of go in and out like that. And just, you can go under the same way every time. Like that. Or you can swap and go backwards, and that makes it do this. I quite like this effect because it's like a rope, and you know I like me ropes. Get your minds out the gutter. I like my stem stitch. I don't know why. I do quite like these cool stitches. Oh, I think I've caught the blanket stitch there, so I'm just coming back out. I'm gonna keep going round, and then you'll be able to see it, because I couldn't see it, and if I couldn't see it, then you can't see it. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. Sometimes you're just a bit of a fiddle along the way. Right, you move out the way. I like these fluffy bits, but they do keep getting in my way. I like this because it's sort of it's a bit darker. Oh, look, don't do that. Don't do that. It sort of echoes the denim from the jeans at the top. I could have searched and found a closer colour, but do you know what? It is what it is. I'm happy. I'm happy with this. I'm loving it. Just be careful only to go through the one stitch, not everything. I'm going to come back and just go under my last one, just to finish that off. Oh, I didn't do that one. So I'm going to go just into there and then go down to the back. And I've just thought of something else I can do. I like that. I may do another circle of that. But what I now want to do is some French knots at the end of some of these spokes. Big French knots. I don't know if I can do it with this needle. It's a very chunky because I've got all these threads on. I'm going to do every other one. I'm going to do like the little ones. Now, I am going to be leaving a big tail underneath, but nah, I'm not going to knot it and start again every time. Well, somehow that's gone wrong. We're going to have two knots together there. Perfectly fine. Not worrying about it. Just carry on. I'm trying to keep them relatively in line with my little stitch. I just think it'll make it look, I don't know what I think I'm making it look like. It's just a circles collage. Fabric collage. Fabric art. What do you want to call it? What should we call it? Oh, hello. My neighbour's cat has just come to visit. Hello, Rosie. Yes, hello. Did you want to say hello to everybody? She's not my cat. She belongs next door. This is Rosie. Say hello. She's very fluffy and she gets all the dirt in her tail because she's a cat and she's very, very fluffy, as you can see by her tail. And I'll be looking after her in a few weeks when my neighbour goes on holiday. Her and her brother. Rosie, don't go out there. There's a big drop. Oh, I've got to shut the window. Hang on a minute, guys. Meow. Meow. Yeah, I need to shut that window because it's wide open and there's a windowsill that you're going to climb out on. Yeah. Since Snowbell went, I've actually been opening all my windows wide, which I couldn't do before because I was always scared that she'd go out and fall off the windowsill, you know. And now Rosie's come in and I'm afraid she's going to fall. So I've just shut the window. Oh, is she going? Off you go. She doesn't mind being in my house. She's quite happy. She likes to have a little mooch around the craft room, see what I'm up to. I don't think you should be playing up there. Rosie, come down. Yeah, that's all my paper. Yep. You can't sit up there. Oh my goodness. She's only little. I think she's about 18 months now. Are you? How old are you, Rosie? You don't know, do you? Haven't got a clue. I'll try and find a photo of her and I'll put it up. I'm not going to do them bits there. I'm going to stop there as I'm running out of thread. It's very strange having a cat in the video again. I don't know which way up it's going still. Maybe that way. What do you think so far? I am absolutely loving it. I may work on this in my own time because I think this is just going to be add and add and add. And I will think about what we're going to do next time with the next square. So we're on our third square now. This is a bit out of keeping, isn't it? But we've got 3 more. So we'll choose one of these to do next. Maybe the green one. Fancy doing the green one. Have a bit of maybe a landscape collage next time. Yeah? Okay. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have and it inspires you to get out and do a bit of creative doodling. Just because. Okay? See you soon.